Okay. Hey, let's go over names, dog. Number 1, Derek Mendez. Number 2, Abram Ramirez. 3, Christian Vasquez.
Velasquez.
Same thing, dude. 10, Jay
No, he called
Hudson.
Joaquin.
Joaquin.
I
said Joaquin.
was like, if you're gonna mess with the names, at least don't do it to our players.
Uh, 13, Aiden Adam.
Agame.
Adame?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Dyslexia. 10, or 15, Adam.
This one says, there's a hole over there, and there's one back here.
Say hello.
Why don't you go plug it in over there?
Bro, hurry up then. We're trying to warm up, bro.
Wait, so
Warm
why
up
you
our
say
vocals.
I'm saying looking for a place.
Because I thought there was going to be one back there.
We're warming up our vocals, man. Can you please leave?
What's your commentator's voice?
Good evening and welcome to Eastwood Cupid Basketball. Just listen to it.
Where? How?
On the stream. Adam, tonight when you get home, just study it.
Adam.
Hello, this is
Adam
Jordan
Primero.
Deshaun McKinney.
Adam Primero. Andres Gil. Joshua De La Fuente. Cesar Lujan. Arturo Sanchez and Austin Waters.
And I already know all of them.
Diego Carrera. Right? Carrera?
Carrera! It sucks though, because like, I know
Hey,
Nick.
goal!
They call him Ish.
Yeah.
Like, last week I was almost
Yeah,
like,
you
Ish
said big
Martinez.
name. I was like, fat shaming.
I know, I realized and I was like, oh, that's a big name.
You a fat shamer.
I was like, big ass name.
Fat ass name. Hey, weren't you supposed to buzz it? Bruno! Bruno! We're doing the
Harley,
national
Harley.
anthem with the sound.
Where'd you plug it in?
Oh. Yeah, just letting you know.
Wait, shit. I'm wearing my durag next time just so you can wave check me.
Hey, who want to sing the national anthem? Alright, at 1 minute we'll do our little intro.
Watch.
And be like,
Yeah.
oh, wait.
We're
Not
so
so-
gallant.
Use the audio. We don't need the audio.
And the
No, the national
rock.
anthem. We don't need the audio. Someone's gonna sing it. It's 'cause he wasn't here. Hey, you ever heard the old line sing it? Yo, hey, wasn't that full of girls coach that he's so little, dog? Fuck the land of the free.
Yeah, he's still a senior league girl coach too.
Raul Lopez.
Where's that at?
At the bottom.
Oh, the coach.
Sorry, our roster's huge. Hey, try Jacko.
How's it going? Thank you.
No, it wasn't. We're better. Yeah, I'm saying some fucked up shit about the rap. Oh, I was
Those are the ones that are up here.
I was thinking I was stress ball.
Yeah. John.
My bad. Oh, that's not the.
Take off your hat.
intro?
Yeah, go for it. Do it after the intro. Go for it. Ready?
Hello and welcome for Game 2 here at Eastwood High School. Now we have the boys, the Eastwood Troopers versus the El Dorado Aztecs. I am joined alongside with Jordan McKinney tonight for this call of Eastwood's first boys district game. Both teams coming off losses into this game tonight. Of course, the Eastwood Troopers coming off the loss to Canutillo on Monday night. And the Troopers looking to get back in the win column.
And here we go with the tip-off. Diego Carrera for the Troopers with the tip-off. Devin Ramirez now with the ball. Devin Ramirez now. He's able to get it down low to Manny Baeza with the backdoor cut to Andrew Reyes. And he's able to finish on the layup. We see a full court press now here for the Troopers. Devin Ramirez now. Tough defense. Number 21 now, and that's Gill for the Aztecs. Passes over to number 10, Jay Hudson. Jay Hudson now at the top for the Aztecs, giving it over to number 23, Cesar Lujan. Lujan now back at the top of the key. Kicks over to Art Sanchez. Sanchez now with the drive. He misses the layup, is rebounded by Jace Molden for the Troopers. Devin Ramirez now on the fast break. Kicks back out to Jason Molden. Back up top to Devin Ramirez. Ramirez now trying to set up the offense here for the Troopers. Ramirez getting the go-ahead from Coach Peter Morales to make the drive and give it to Manny Baeza. Ramirez now with the hard drive to the basket. He couldn't finish on the floater, but is rebounded by Jason Molden. A hard fart down low. And he's ready to draw the foul.
Yeah, and you can already see Jace Molden already making an impact in his first game of the season. Already getting his feet wet and looks really into it already.
Manny Baeza at the top of the Troopers. Gives over to Jace Molden. They would get the reverse to Devin Ramirez, but it's going to be called out of bounds. Aztec ball. Jay Hudson now for the Aztecs to bring it down. Devin Ramirez with some tough full court defense. The Aztecs trying to get something going here. Hudson calls for the screen and gets it. He drives down low. He's stopped and able to force it back out to number 1, Derek Mendez for the Aztecs. Cesar Lohan now kicks it over to Jay Hudson. Jay Hudson trying to drive to the basket. He gives it up to Lohan back at the top. Tough defense there by Devin Ramirez and Jason Molden. Devin Ramirez there calling the foul. Some tough defense here from the Troopers early.
Yeah, and we were talking about this pregame, me and you, and I like what you brought up there, where you said if the Troopers can stop them down low, you think the Troopers have it tonight. And really, the Troopers have been physical on defense to start.
Definitely something we didn't see last week. Number 21, and that's Gill. Kicks over to Johan for the Aztecs. Back down to Art Sanchez, where he drives towards the basket. Kicks it out to Hudson on the corner. Back up to Mendez on the top. Hudson in the corner now, being guarded by Andrew Reyes for the Troopers. Reyes with some great defense. Derek Mendez now to the top, kicks over to Lujan. Lujan gives it back to Gil. Gil to Sanchez in the corner. Sanchez drives again, and he loses hand of the ball. A turnover for the Aztecs, Trooper ball. Devin Ramirez now bringing down the ball for the Troopers. Hands off to Diego Carrera, back up to the top to Manny Baeza, and a backdoor cut by Andrew Reyes. He gets a tough foul and hits down the and one. A great start here for the Troopers offensively and defensively.
Yeah, and it looks like a completely different team out there tonight. Tonight, really aggressive and pushing the tempo. Of course, last week it just did not look like this.
Number 13, Aiden Adame, checking in for the Aztecs here. Andrew Reyes now to shoot his free throw. And Andrew Reyes is able to hit the free throw for the Troopers. Another full court press attempt here for the Troopers. They're able to trap the ball in the corner. Almost forced a turnover. Another turnover and a hard fought ball by Andrew Reyes. It's called out of bounds on the Troopers. Aztec ball. Jay Hudson again to bring it down for the Troopers. Guarded full court by Devin Ramirez. Ramirez playing some tough defense on Hudson here. Gets him trapped down low. Back up top to Lujan. Art Sanchez is able to drive and draw the foul from Trooper Manny Baeza. And PJ, unlike last week, it seems like we have a lot more seniors on the floor. Hopefully a lot more leadership we have than last week.
Yeah, definitely you could see a lot more experience on the court. Of course, Devin Ramirez last year a starter, and then you just see Jace Molden kind of come in now, and you could already see the impacts with Jace Molden just kind of controlling the paint. And I feel like that's what the Troopers kind of needed to be a whole team again, just that paint presence.
Definitely going to tip ball there by Diego Carrera, and he goes on a fast break. And he's able to slam it down for the dunk. Diego Carrera with the dunk for the Troopers. And the Aztecs call a timeout. An explosive play there by the Troopers, really keeping this momentum going.
Yeah, you definitely need to take a timeout after that one. This crowd just got a little louder.
But they so tight, huh? What? Oh, I thought that was a girl snapping. Bro, that girl said you have been like 10 snaps, dude. Oh, look at that round.
And the Aztecs are bringing it in now after the timeout. Another full court press by the Troopers, able to force a turnover by Devin Ramirez. Manny Baeza now drives for the Troopers, misses the layup, but he fights hard for a rebound. He's able to kick it back out to Reyes. Reyes takes a three. Another miss for the Troopers here. Rebounded by the Aztecs, Art Sanchez kicks out to Jay Hudson. Jay Hudson fast down the floor on the fast break. He's got up by Devin Ramirez. Ramirez is able to force him back out. Art Sanchez for the Aztecs now for three. That's a miss and rebounded by Devin Ramirez. Ramirez now leading the charge for the Troopers. A tough drive. He's able to kick it down low to Marcus Bennett. And he's able to get the and one, draw the foul down below, and knock down the basket.
Yeah, and once again, the Troopers executing in the paint, and that might be their strong point tonight.
Definitely a presence we did not see last week. Now we have Joaquin Gomez, Israel Flores, and Mark Herrera checking in for the Troopers here. Mark Hernandez, I'm sorry. Marcus Bennett misses the free throw for the Troopers. Rebounded by Art Sanchez for the Aztecs, and Jay Hudson now bringing it down. He's got up by Israel Flores. Once you get some tough defense all the way down the floor.
Yeah, and I know how you brought up earlier that they had a lot more senior presence on the floor, and now you look at the floor and it's a lot younger presence. So you wonder if Coach Morales is really testing his team right now to see what kind of depth he has.
And definitely with that younger presence comes more energy, it seems. Art Sanchez there for the Aztecs able to draw the foul.
Yeah, this younger group looks a little more energetic on those full court presses, a little more get in your face. But you kind of wonder right now, like, the tests that are really going on in this Trooper lineup right now.
Definitely, and Art Sanchez here now to shoot his free throws for the Aztecs. Art Sanchez next on that first free throw. Sanchez did hit the second free throw. Abraham Ramirez checks in for the Aztecs now. And a full court press going the other way for the Aztecs here. The ball's brought into Israel Flores for the Troopers. He's able to get it down to Joaquin Gomez. Joaquin kicks over to Israel. He comes down. Israel trying to break some tough defense there. Flores now in the corner on the pass from Reyes. He drives and kicks back out to Joaquin. Joaquin kicks to Andrew Reyes in the corner. He misses the three. It's rebounded by the Aztecs. The Aztecs, Jay Hudson now at the top. Gives back over to Ramirez. Ramirez being covered by some tough D here by Mark Hernandez. Art Sanchez for the Aztecs now kicks over to number 13, Aiden Adame. Derek Mendez here. The Aztecs seem to be getting pressured hard by the Troopers defense here. Almost another turnover by the Aztecs, forced by Joaquin Gomez, and a jump ball for the Troopers. It will be Aztec ball. And the Trooper defense really playing a presence here tonight. Something we didn't see last week.
Yeah, and the defense is causing all sorts of trouble for the Aztecs right now. It really seems like they have not been able to get set and figure out what they're doing offensively.
Hudson now throws it down to Sanchez. Sanchez kicks it down to Lujan. We're almost another turnover by the Aztecs is forced by Marcus Bennett. Devin Mears now with the intercepted pass. He leaves the fast break. Tries to kick over to Gomez, but is tipped and stolen by the Aztecs. Gomez and Ramirez now trying to force a turnover on the other side of the court. Hudson is able to pull it down for the Aztecs and get it down the court. Once again, another great defensive play by Ramirez, able to tip a pass. And number 1, Derek Mendez missed it to 3 for the Aztecs. It's rebounded by the Troopers and brought down by Devin Ramirez. Ramirez now kicks to the corner for Gomez. Gomez takes a 3 and misses it. It's rebounded by the Aztecs. Goes out of bounds and is Aztec ball. Nathan Salceda now checking in for the Troopers. So is Edward Avila. The full court press here for the Troopers. Switching to a full court man now. Devin Ramirez pressuring Hudson down the court. He almost forces a turnover. Ramirez now for the Aztecs, being guarded by Edward Avila. The Aztecs are trying to get something going here on offense. Ramirez is able to drive and draw the foul. That would be on Trooper Edward Avila. Abram Ramirez is able to knock down the first free throw for the Aztecs. Diego Carrera now checking back into the game for the Troopers.
Yeah, and all the Aztec points tonight coming from the line, so Troopers definitely don't want to keep sending them to the line.
Yeah, and you see, there isn't too much of a foul difference here early in the game. And Ramirez now able to knock down the second free throw for the Aztecs. Rebounded by Mark Hernandez for the Troopers and pushed down by Devin Ramirez. Ramirez is Avila on the corner, and he's able to kick down to Salceda in the paint. Saucedo's pass is tipped and stolen by the Aztecs. Number 1, Derek Mendez now for the Aztecs, bringing it down. He dribbles back out. Hudson now in the corner, guarded by Edward Avila. The Aztecs once again not seeming to get anything set up on the offensive side. Mendez now back at the top for the Aztecs. Gets go to Ramirez. Ramirez guarded by Carrera. Carrera is able to almost force another steal. It is tipped out of bounds. Aztec ball. Manny Baeza checking in for the Troopers here again. Sanchez throwing in the ball for the Aztecs. Gives it over to Hudson on the other side of the court. He's guarded by Edward Avila. Hudson calls for the screen. He gets it. And it is an offensive foul on the Aztecs. That will be on the screen coming from Cesar Lujan from the Aztecs. Devin Ramirez now bringing in the ball for the Troopers. Ramirez now is trying to set up the offense, gets a screen from Baeza. Kicks over to Carrera in the corner. Carrera tries to get it down low to Nate. And Saucedo doesn't get the pass. It is stolen by the Aztecs, tipped out of bounds by the Troopers. Aztec ball. Another look here at the full court press for the Troopers. Still trying to force those valuable turnovers. And Carrera guarding number 13 for the Aztecs. Full court here. Some tough defense. The Aztecs are able to get it past half court. Still guarded by Carrera. He picks up his dribble and gives it over to Mendez at the top. Now he hits Aram primero. He's going to kick back over to Sanchez and back over to Adame now. Mendez now for the Aztecs back at the top. Kicks over to Adame. In the corner to Hudson. Hudson drives on Edward Avila. He pulls it back out. Back to the top to number 15 for the Aztecs. Sanchez now on the wing. He makes a move on Baeza. Trying to get down low. Won't work. The pass down low to 15. He has to kick it back out to Hudson. 6 seconds now left in the quarter. The Aztecs trying to set something up, trying to get the last shot. And they get the offensive foul on the Aztecs right before the buzzer. The Trooper defense here really looking suffocating.
Yeah, and the suffocating defense is kind of the Peter Morales signature right there. And you know he's going to love the score at the end of the first, 9-3, as both teams have really not figured out what their plan is offensively.
Definitely, this Trooper team believes in creating points offensively off of their defensive effort.
And he let go so quick. Oh, but it came back. That was nice. He let go so quick of that rim. He's like, that thing hurt. He's like, I'm not getting a 10.
Did that foul count? Huh? Did that foul count? Yeah. And the Troopers now to bring in the ball after the quarter. Andrew Reyes brings it in to Devin Ramirez for the Troopers. Ramirez now setting up the offense for the Troopers here. He kicks over to Carrera on the wing. Ramirez now getting the screen from Baeza. And he's able to draw the foul from number 13, Aiden Adame from the Aztecs. And that is 6 early fouls on the Aztecs here. Ramirez now to bring in the ball. He gives it over to Baeza. Baeza hands it back to Ramirez. Ramirez now on the wing. Ramirez gives it back to the top to Reyes. Reyes now gives it over to Carrera. Carrera looking for somewhere to go. He makes his move. Drives to the paint. Kicks it back up to Ramirez. Ramirez drives down. Kicks it out to Baeza. Baez driving and kicking to Reyes. Reyes now trying to get it to Carrera. Carrera gets it. He shoots a 3 and he misses, but it's rebounded by Nathan Salcedo down low. He's going to get the hook shot back up, and he misses it. A hard-fought rebound for the Aztecs. They'll be getting it out to Jay Hudson. He's going to bring in the ball for the Aztecs here. Hudson now guarded by Ramirez. Hudson drives, kicks it back out to Mendez at the top. Mendez trying to drive on Reyes, going nowhere. Trying to get down low, and he's calling on the travel before he gets the basket up. Great defense there once again by Andrew Reyes, another strong senior for this Trooper team. And Jace Molden checking back into the game for the Troopers here. Baez brings it in, Devin Ramirez. Ramirez bringing it down for the ball for the Troopers. Ramirez now guarded by Hudson. He gets it down low to Diego to Garrera on the wing, and he's called on the travel. Turnover for the Troopers, Aztec ball. Number 23 for the Aztec, Cesar Lujan checking in.
And if you like defensive basketball, this is definitely your game to watch. We have not had a point in 5 minutes now.
Definitely, but definitely one side to the other. I think the Troopers have displayed much a better defensive presence here. They just can't get it going on the offensive side yet.
Yeah, and I feel like the Troopers offensively just haven't been organized enough to get points in. They've been in the right spots, but just haven't been there to put the ball in the basket.
Definitely just trying to finish down low. They've got a couple backdoor opportunities, some great passes, just haven't been able to finish there. Hudson now being forced by Ramirez to the paint, kicks it back up to Lujan for the Aztecs. Hudson now gets the screen from Lujan at the top. Kicks it over to Adame. Adame picking up his dribble, getting trapped. Jason Molden with a great defensive presence there at the top of the key. Mendez pulls from deep for the Aztecs and misses another 3. It's rebounded by the Aztecs. And they call a foul on Diego Carrera for the Troopers.
Yeah, and those are just rebounds you can't miss in the paint, one-on-one. The Troopers really need to start executing on those.
Definitely, and Joaquin Gomez now checking in for the Troopers. Sanchez throws it over to Mendez in the corner for the Aztecs. He takes another 3, and that's another miss for the Aztecs from 3. Ramirez now leading the charge for the Troopers. Bringing it down hard, kicks over to the corner for Andrew Reyes. He pulls the 3. His 3 is also no good, but is rebounded by Manny Baeza. He gets it out to Ramirez, and they're able to reset their offense here. Ramirez now getting a high screen from Baeza. He drives and pulls the mid-range jumper. Gets it up over Lujan, isn't able to finish. Molden fights hard for the rebound, is able to force a jump ball. It's going to be Aztec ball to the jump ball. Another full court press here, look for the Troopers. And they're able to trap Hudson in the corner. Almost forcing another turnover, forcing the El Dorado Aztecs head coach to call a timeout there to save him from a turnover. This full court press looking great here from the Troopers early on.
Before we go back on our man, what do you think about this? What do you think about this?
The Aztecs are now bringing him in after the timeout. Joaquin Gomez with a force a turnover for the Troopers. Kicks it back up to Andrew Reyes. Reyes now trying to set up the offense for the Troopers. He's going to get back to Ramirez. Ramirez now makes his move on Hudson. He drives and misses another layup for the Troopers, but it's fought hard for Jace Molden. And he calls him too small in the paint. Great play by Jace Molden.
Yeah, and that's how to impose your will in the paint. And the Troopers defense was firing on all cylinders right now.
And Jace Molden is hyped up right now for his Troopers.
Yeah, that was definitely one of those plays that's going to set the tone for the night.
Ramirez now to bring in the ball for the Troopers. Kicks it over to Baeza. Baeza trying to find somewhere to go with it. He's able to get it to the top to Gomez. Back in the corner for Ramirez. He's definitely looking for the three there. Couldn't get it on some hard defense. And they call an offensive foul here. That's going to be on Manny Baeza. Most likely for the screen there he set down below. The Aztecs now to bring it back in. Sanchez is able to get it over to Mendez. Mendez pushing down the court, guarded by Bennett. And the Troopers are able to tip it out of bounds. It will be Aztec ball down low. And the Troopers definitely trying to keep this momentum that they have going right now. The Aztecs now to bring in the ball.
Yeah, the Aztecs have no points besides from the free throw line, so it's getting really bad out there for them offensively.
Definitely, and the Troopers almost forcing another 5-second call there. Great defense there by Andrew Reyes. Once again by Joaquin Gomez. Almost forcing another turnover. Lujan now for the Aztecs, able to get it over to Mendez. Guarded by Joaquin Gomez. Avama now at the top for the Aztecs, guarded by Devin Ramirez. Kicks over to number 24, Arturo Sanchez. Avama now for the Aztecs, once again guarded by Ramirez. Kicks over to Mendez at the top. Some great defense here by the Troopers. Andrew Reyes able to get the steal, and he's fouled by Hudson from the Aztecs. The Troopers' defense here is stifling the Aztecs.
Yeah, and I don't know if you noticed it down low. The Aztecs looked confused on what they were doing. They were trying to rotate 2 in and 2 out on the inside and just couldn't figure it out. And at one point, 2 of their players were out of bounds.
Definitely, the Aztecs just didn't know where to go with the ball there. They were just surprised by this immense Trooper defense we were seeing here.
Yeah, the suffocating defense is really just dumbfounding the Aztecs right now.
And Andrew Reyes able to hit the first free throw of the 1-and-1. The Troopers now in the bonus.
Yeah, and this is the part the Troopers struggled with their last contest as well. They struggled at the line, so right now 2 for 2 on free throws.
Make that 3 for 3, PJ. Andrew Reyes able to hit the second free throw. The full court press now for the Troopers. Sanchez is able to bring it down for the Aztecs, guarded by Bennett. Sanchez now drives it down, gets it out to Mendez at the top, go over to Adame. Hudson now trying to make a move on Joaquin Gomez for the Troopers. Back up to Sanchez. Adame now for the Aztecs, kicks it back over to Sanchez. Sanchez trying to get to the paint, but he just can't. Once again, another turnover here for the Troopers. The fast break, Devin Ramirez gives it over to Jace Molden, and he finishes with a layup. And Jace Molden looking great here for his first game with this Trooper team. And another timeout taken here by the Aztecs.
Yeah, the Aztecs right now are just kind of scrambling to figure out what they're going to do offensively. They cannot get out of the paint or even inbound the ball, to say to least, and just struggling right now.
Definitely, this Troopers team finally looking like they're firing on almost all cylinders. Looking great here in the early beginnings.
Preston, when you run through all the ads, start playing music after. You guys didn't even be able to play music. What?
This sounds like you need a Monster Energy drink.
Oh, hell no, that's a bad.
Piss in a can. Some electronic piss.
What?
Some electronic pills in a can.
What about wrong sign?
But I'll take a sip. The Aztecs now to bring in the ball after the timeout. Number 3, Christian Velasquez to bring it in for the Aztecs. Looking for somewhere to go. Seemingly nowhere almost. He's able to get it into Hudson. Back over to Velasquez now for the Aztecs. He's guarded by Bennett. Over to Adame for the Aztecs. Back up to Mendez, guarded by Andrew Reyes. To Adame once again at the top of the key. And you try to see a lot of moving parts here down below for the Aztecs. And Jace Molden called on the little shoulder shrug he threw. Maybe still a little used to the football he just got out of.
Yeah, definitely. You know he wants contact down there, but that time he gets called for it.
Now we see both teams here in the bonus. The Aztecs, Aiden Adame. He's going to shoot his first free throw of this 1-and-1 here. Adame misses the free throw. It's rebounded by Jace Molden. Israel Flores now with the ball, trying to push it down the court. He's almost trapped, but he's able to get it over Ramirez. Back over to Flores now, and then back to Ramirez. Ramirez now setting up the offense for this Troopers team here. Ramirez setting up his isolation play. Moving on Hudson, gets to the paint. He kicks it back out to Bennett. Bennett trying to get it down low. He kicks it to the corner to Ramirez. Ramirez now with another drive. Gets it to the corner to Israel Flores, where he's able to knock down the three-pointer for the Troopers. Mark Hernandez now guarding Hudson full court. Hudson's able to break the press, but he's trapped by Devin Ramirez and Mark Hernandez down low. And the Troopers able to force another jump ball. Edward Avila now checks into the game for the Troopers.
Yeah, and the Troopers now on a 9-0 run for the past 9 minutes. And the Troopers defense just has not let anything come across.
Definitely, and now Devin Ramirez for the Troopers able to bring down the ball. Ramirez now once again trying to set up the offense. Gives it over to Edward Avila, where he's able to pass it over to Israel Flores. Flores looking for the cross-court pass. Edward Avila from the wing. He misses the three. A hard-fought rebound. Hudson's going to rebound it, but he's trapped in the corner by Marcus Bennett and Mark Hernandez. And the Aztecs get the travel call. It will be Trooper ball. Another turnover here for the Aztecs. And a great play design there for the Troopers you saw on the missed three by Edward Avila. A great flare screen set.
Yeah, that play design was picture perfect, and right now all they need is the baskets to just land. And just like that, the Troopers, they can score quick.
And Marcus Bennett dealing a force down low in the paint. Able to knock down the layup. Hudson now for the Aztecs. Adame now. The Aztecs are trying to get something going. Adame tries to drive, and he does draw the foul on Devin Ramirez. The Troopers not happy with that call. Just something they don't want to do right now. Just keep this defensive momentum going. Adame will now try and shoot free throws again. Adame misses his first free throw. Number 1, Diego Carrera checking in for the Troopers. Constant rotations here for the Troopers. We've seen a lot of rotations and substitutions here in this first half.
Yeah, and I think right now it's kind of just establishing your team. They haven't really had a deep schedule. The season starts off a little weird. You get to play in a tournament, and then you kind of play 1 or 2 games here and there. And you're in district play now with this extended district, 19 district. So not a lot of time to kind of find your team. So right now, Peter Morales is just trying to find his guys.
And a great job by the Troopers to break the press and get it down low once again to Marcus Bennett. The Aztecs now trying to do the same thing on the other side, unable to. Velasquez now with the ball for the Aztecs. He's going to kick it out to Ramirez, where he takes a three. He misses it, and it's rebounded by the Troopers. Diego Carrera now leading the charge for the Troopers on this fast break. He gets it back to the top, tries to set up the offense here for the Troopers. He gets it to the corner to Hernandez. Hernandez trying to drive. Kicks to the opposite side to Avila, while Avila gets it back up to Flores. Flores driving now to the basket, and he's able to hit the tough floater. Diego Carrera now guarding Adame full court. Adame's able to break the press. He almost turns over the ball, but he's able to get it back up to number 15 for the Aztecs. He pulls the mid-range jumper and misses. Rebounded by Marcus Bennett for the Troopers. And PJ, you mentioned district play. Hopefully with district play we see a bigger crowd presence here after the winter break. Not much we've been seeing lately.
Yeah, definitely. You would expect some bigger crowds here, but kind of in a weird scheduling right now. You have the Sixer, a little later start for the boys tonight. 2 Saturday games coming up, so definitely the boys are going to have a little trouble with that crowd presence.
Definitely, and as Aztecs was able to force a 5-second call there at the top, the Troopers were able to get it down. 7 seconds now left in the half, and Diego Carrera throws a turnover to the Aztecs. Mendez for the Aztecs, he pulls a 3 before the buzzer, and he gets it down. Something I was not expecting to see from the Aztecs here in the half. Might have been the perfect momentum flip that they might have needed right before the half.
Yeah, and their first points not on the line came 18 minutes into the game. So definitely the Troopers defense. Oh, we're going to go to half and we'll catch you guys back after halftime.
I should have been. You're watching Trooper basketball. Hey, Flash. Trooper Stadium. Hey, go shoot. Go shoot. Go shoot. That's pretty good, though. Go, go, go. Go, go. It'll be black ball. Black ball. Oh! You gotta go that way. You gotta go that way. Alright. Oh! Oh, come on. Oh! to step on dance. Dance. Hey, Jake. I was like, and he calls him too small. I know her.
I want to go say hi to your mom, but I'm scared.
Why? She knows you. Are you Jack?
Bye.
Like you talk to me all night and
No,
stuff.
it's because you're like walking everywhere and shit. I can't walk everywhere and shit.
Yo, those are the nails I voted for. Those are the nails I voted for.
Little Jacks.
Yo, this is a football score game. Billie Jean got my love. She's just a girl. I am the one. Billie Jean is not my son. I am the one. Moonwalk, Chris, moonwalk. Get some WD-40 in there. Your turn, sir, your turn. Your turn. Oh. How many views we got? 85 views? What the heck? Here we go, PJ.
And now he would resume the second half of play here. The Eastwood Troopers versus the El Dorado Aztecs here in Trooper Stadium. The Aztecs are going to bring the ball to the half. Aztecs, Jay Hudson now. He gets over to number 21 for the Aztecs, back up to Mohan. Hudson now for the Aztecs. Gets back over to Mendez. Mendez kicks to the wing for Sanchez. Sanchez trying to make a move now on Trooper Manny Baeza. Goes nowhere, gets it back up to Hudson, back up to Mohan. And a foul called on the Troopers. That's going to go on Trooper Jace Molden. Once again, just him trying to be a little too physical there, though. Some of the refs didn't like too much, obviously. The Aztecs able to get it to the top to Mendez.
That's something he's got to be careful with. You don't want to get in foul trouble here in the second. You know, you're having a dominant defensive performance and just don't want to force anything you don't need to.
And speaking of defensive performance there, Jace Molden able to force a great stop there by the Aztecs. And the Troopers able to get the rebound, bring it down the court. Devin Ramirez now for the Troopers, setting up the offense. Ramirez now gets his screen on the wing. Back up top to Diego Carrera. Over to Andrew Reyes. Reyes now gets the screen from Baeza. Moves it over, gets it over to Ramirez. Ramirez tries to kick down to Baeza, but it's stolen by Aztec Mendez. And he's able to get the fast break pass down low to Hudson, where Hudson takes up the layup and is fouled by Devin Ramirez. He did not make the layup, so he will get two shots here. Hudson now to shoot his first free throw. And Hudson is able to knock down that first free throw. Hudson misses his second free throw. It's rebounded by Jace Molden. And Dale Cadero now for the Troopers to bring it down the court. He hands it off to Andrew Reyes. Reyes trying to get to the top, but he gets it back down almost to the paint, but is able to force to bring it back out, up top to Manny Baeza now. Baeza thinking about the pass down low to Jace Molden. Now to get it there. Ramirez now trying to once again set up the offense here for the Troopers. Ramirez now makes a move to the basket, kicks it to the corner to Baeza. Baeza with a pump fake move and a mid-range pull, and he's able to knock it down. Great shot there by Manny Baeza. A full court man now here for the Troopers. Ramirez pressuring Hudson with the ball. Hudson now gives it over to number 21, Andres Gil for the Aztecs, and Gil hits Lujan. Back up to Gil, over to Mendez for the Aztecs. Mendez trying to make a move on Trooper Andrew Reyes. He's not able to get anywhere. Back up to Gil. And Gil's forced to give it back to Mendez. Mendez once again trying to get down low. Nowhere to go. Great defense here by the Troopers. Lujan now at the top. Coach Morales furious with the no call there. The Aztec Sanchez now trying to drive. Gets it over to Hudson. Hudson thinking about the mid-range pull. He does not take it, but Sanchez getting down low. And the Troopers' Jace Molden able to force a turnover there. Sanchez just losing control of the ball there on the baseline. He's subbed out. Aiden Alana now comes in for the Aztecs. And Devin Ramirez now for the Troopers to bring down the ball. And the Troopers defense starting out early now. We're able to get another stop there. Manny Baez now with the ball for the Troopers. He gets to the top to Diego Carrera. Carrera gives it over to Ramirez. Ramirez looking for somewhere to go. He gets it over to Reyes. Reyes pulls the three ball. He misses it. Jason Morton's able to grab the rebound. And the Aztecs pull on his jersey there, just trying to find a way to stop Jason Molden down low.
Yeah, and they really haven't had an answer for the paint presence of Jace Molden tonight, and it's really shown.
Definitely something the Troopers must have missed last week. Just his presence there. They're forcing, like, we saw his jersey being try to pull off his body there, PJ. Dale Cadena now with the ball for the Troopers. Over to Devin Ramirez. Reyes now gets this double screen down low for the three. He misses another three. Dale Cadena able to get the rebound, but he did jump over the other player. Now he caught him over the back for the Troopers. Aztec ball.
Yeah, and I don't know if that was jumping over the back or just a height difference there. That one looked close.
Definitely an advantage the Troopers have had here was the height advantage. Seen there too. Diego Carrera able to trap with Devin Ramirez, force another turnover and get it down low to Andrew Reyes on a finished layup. The Trooper press once again stifling the Aztec offense. The Aztecs able to break the press. Mendez now to bring down the ball for the Aztecs. He's stopped by Andrew Reyes. He gets a screen. Jason Molden's able to step up long enough to force the mid-range shot, which Mendez misses from the Aztecs. It will go over the basket, so it will be out of the bounds. Trooper ball. Joaquin Gomez now for the Troopers to check in. He will get Andrew Reyes. Adam Primero also checking in for the Aztecs here. A full court press attempt by the Aztecs. Diego Carrera gets the ball. And easily breaks the press. Great effort by Christian Velasquez there for the Aztecs. Almost able to force a turnover, but he does tip it out of bounds, so it'll be Trooper ball.
Yeah, and that's one of those, you got to pass the ball out. You cannot try to dribble out of that and give them the ball back when you are having a great defensive performance tonight.
Definitely, but I almost feel like Carrera didn't know Velasquez was there for a second. Carrera now to bring the ball to Ramirez. Ramirez hits Joaquin Gomez in the corner for three. He does miss the three. Another hard-fought rebound here. It did go to the ground. We will most likely see a jump ball here. And it's going to be a Trooper ball out of the jump ball. And bringing in some more height here for the Troopers. Nathan Saceda and Marcus Bennett come in for Manny Baeza and Jason Molden. some more powerful junior figures here for the Troopers down low.
Yeah, and I think that Jace Molden's substitution is just to give him a little breather here. Hasn't been in basketball long, so definitely not at the point that they want him yet.
Definitely Nathan Salceda here. He makes a move down low, gets it out to Marcus Bennett. Bennett misses the mid-range jumper. It is rebounded by the Aztecs, and Sanchez now for the Aztecs to bring it down. Sanchez now trying to make a move on Bennett. Some arms being thrown here. Back and forth, it seems. It is called on the Troopers Marcus Bennett. And the Aztecs are trying to get any way they can to score and get into that paint. Mark Hernandez now checks in for the Troopers. The Aztecs now trying to get it out of the inbound. Devin Ramirez is able to tip the ball, take it all the way on the fast break drive, and finishes the layup. The Troopers obviously wanted a foul there. They don't get it. The Aztecs now bringing the ball after the basket. The Aztecs now, Aiden Adame trying to get down. He throws a pass over to number 15 for the Aztecs. Number 1, Mendez now for the Aztecs, throws up a floater. It is no good. Nathan Salceda for the Troopers grabs the rebound, gets it into Ramirez, and Ramirez now slowing it down after the half-court point. Trying to set up the offense here. Ramirez now guarded by Mendez by the Aztecs. Ramirez now making a move, gets over to Mark Hernandez. Nathan Salceda set a big screen there for Mark Hernandez, get him open. He's able to drive to the basket. He is forced to push it back out to Joaquin Gomez. Gomez is able to hand it off to Ramirez. Ramirez now pulls the jumper for 3. It is no good. Trying to get another rebound for the Troopers. It will be no good. It will be out of bounds. Aztec ball. Israel Flores now checking in for Devin Ramirez. The Aztecs may have possibly found a way to slow down the Troopers here.
Yeah, and the Troopers really not even full court pressing anymore, kind of letting the Aztecs have the front half of the court and then kind of pouncing on them.
Definitely, while the score doesn't show, it does seem like the Troopers may have some fatigue setting in here. A missed shot there by Sanchez for the Aztecs. It's rebounded by the Troopers. Israel Flores now with the ball for the Troopers on the other side of the court. He gets it down to Nathan Salceda. Nathan Salceda makes a nice move. And it is called a travel for the Troopers. It'll be Aztec ball.
And that's also why I think they're rotating so much, just trying to keep some fresh bodies in there with the full court press that they've been pulling out all night.
Definitely, we see this full court press even transition into a full court man, just trying to get any way they can. And now they're doing a trap half court, kind of like a fill and replace defense, and it works out here for the Troopers. Mark Hernandez would rip out the steal. Nathan Salceda now on the fast break, makes a nice move and knocks down the and one layup. A great move there by Nathan Salceda to get down the court after the steal by Mark Hernandez.
Yeah, and that's great vision by Mark Hernandez to see the guy up court and just executing there, right there for the Troopers.
Definitely, and a great defensive play goal there by Coach Peter Morales there for the Troopers. Worked out in their favor. And we definitely don't see the bench depth we see here for the Aztecs that the Troopers have. They have not made as many rotations for as many players. Speaking of rotations, we do have James Moreno and Edward Avila now checking in for the Troopers.
Yeah, it just has felt kind of dead on the Aztec side of the bench tonight.
And Nathan Salceda able to knock down that free throw after the and one. Another look at the full court man here for the Troopers. James Moreno pressuring Sanchez. Back up to Sanchez, over to Mendez for the Aztecs. He makes a drive to the basket. He's going to get down there, but misses the layup. It is tipped out of bounds by the Troopers. It will be Aztec ball down low for the bring-in. Mendez in the corner now. Off the inbound, he misses the 3. James Moreno misses the rebound for the Troopers there. He's able to force a defensive play there down low. Rebound by Nathan Salceda for the Troopers. Pushed out to Israel Flores, pushing it fast down the court now. He loses the ball. It's tipped by Ramirez for the Aztecs, picked up by Salceda. He's going to get it over to Edward Avila on the other side of the court for the Troopers.
Yeah, once again, the Troopers just trying to dribble out of situations they don't need to be in. just pass the ball, set up your offense. It's worked all night tonight.
Definitely, and now Edward Avila with the ball on the wing, trying to get it down low once again to Nathan Salceda. And there's going to be a double foul here. A foul committed by the Aztecs and the Troopers here, seemingly on the screen. Definitely some physicality we're seeing here, possibly due to the score from the Aztecs. You know, I wouldn't be happy being down this much.
Yeah, and a little confusion on who's going to get the ball here. The situation should just be that they offset and the team with possession just maintains possession.
Definitely, and this ended up being Trooper ball. Nathan Salceda would get down to the paint. He is blocked down low by the Aztecs player. Number 21, Andres Gill there on the block. It will be another Trooper bring-in. Edward Avila now to throw it in for the Troopers. He gets it over to the corner to James Moreno. Moreno's pass is tipped by Sanchez. And you know, the Trooper offense, they're not looking too good here. They may have finally slowed down here due to the Aztecs defense.
Yeah, and a name we haven't really said quite a bit tonight, James Moreno, just kind of trying to find his feet here late in the game.
Definitely just one of those strong seniors coming off the bench here for the Troopers. Just once again another presence of that Trooper depth on the bench that they have. And Jason Molden now checking in for the Troopers. Sorry, Marcus Bennett will check in. Mark Hernandez now throwing the ball for the Troopers on the side. Trying to get up to Israel Flores, he does. Flores now drawing the screen from Moreno. He's trapped at the top by Sanchez. Sanchez with some good D here for the Aztecs. He's able to almost force a turnover. It's tipped. James Moreno picks up the ball and is fouled by an Aztec player. And as you said, James Moreno trying to find his place. He's doing good hustling out there, picking up some loose balls there for the Trooper.
Yeah, definitely drawing 3 fouls on himself alone in the past minute. Definitely something you like to see.
Just one of those gritty players we're used to seeing here for the Troopers. Edward Avila now with the Troopers. Gets it over to Israel Flores where he makes the drive. He tries to get a scoop reverse layup. He misses it and is rebounded by the Aztecs. Ramirez now by the Aztecs driving it down. Bennett trying to draw the charge down low. He doesn't get it. The missed layup is rebounded by the Troopers. Flores now for the Troopers, bringing on the ball. Guarded by Mendez. The Troopers now over to Mark Hernandez. The pass from Hernandez back to Flores is tipped by Mendez, but it is called tipped off the Troopers. It would be Aztec ball. And Hudson checking back in now for the Aztecs. Velasquez now to bring down the ball for the Aztecs, guarded by Israel Flores. Back over to Sanchez. Velasquez now gives it over to Ramirez. Back up to Velasquez. And the Aztecs trying to get somewhere to go here. Ramirez does take a 3 at the top, but it is missed. It's rebounded by the Aztecs and kicked back out to Mendez, where he misses another 3 for the Aztecs. Another rebound for the Aztecs here. Over to Hudson, back up to Mendez on top. He takes another 3 and another miss. And it is rebounded by the Troopers, Mark Hernandez. He does get it out and try to force up the last minute shot. He does not get it to fall. And, you know, some late second threes, they're kind of forced by the Aztecs. You know, they had more time. They didn't really have to do that.
Yeah, it kind of just looked like they just wanted a basket, trying to get out of the single digits tonight, and just hasn't worked all night.
Definitely, and Sanchez here for the Aztecs, really trying to get something going. He's really the only,
Yeah, you definitely seen the Aztec rotation and just not work tonight. And I don't know if it's matchups that they're getting from the Troopers or what, but the Troopers have really just stood tall tonight.
Definitely, PJ. And we are back after the timeout. It would be, after the quarter ending. It is the start of the fourth quarter, 33-8 for the Troopers. It will be Aztec ball out of the quarter. Sanchez now, from the elbow, pulls for the Aztecs. He does miss it and is rebounded by Devin Ramirez. Ramirez now pushing down the court, guarded by the other Ramirez from the Eldo. Reyes now is able to hit Carrera in the corner for 3. Another big basket there for the Troopers. Hudson now to bring down the ball for the Aztecs.
Yeah, and I've noticed that Coach Morales has really tried to put in different lineups with different pieces. You know, now you see Diego Carrera, Andrew Reyes, and Jason Molden in, and just something, kind of your power 3 right now, you could say. Just trying to find their groove starting this district season.
Definitely, like you said before, just trying to see what they have before this district play begins. Hudson now gives it over to Ramirez for the Aztecs. And the Troopers switching to a zone here. Diego Carrera now pressuring Hudson. To the corner to Velasquez. Back to Ramirez, back to Hudson. The Aztecs are trying to move the ball here. And they turn over the ball off a bad pass. Something the Aztecs definitely don't need right now.
Yeah, and now you might see Coach Morales kind of maybe use his game as a little more of a tune-up quarter late in the game, as they are going to San Antonio this weekend, and their first opponent is no flake with Euless Trinity.
Definitely somebody they need to be prepared for here. Devin Ramirez now drives down. He loses the ball, but is picked up by Manny Baeza. Baeza hits Ramirez once again in the wing. And Ramirez guarded by Hudson, gets it back over to Carrera. Carrera trying to feel a hot hand, pulls the 3. He misses it, but it is rebounded once again and finished by Jace Molden. Once again putting him in the cradle, as he says. Jace Molden having a phenomenal night back here.
Yeah, Jace Molden really one of those players tonight who hasn't been here on the basketball team for long, as Aztecs.
Oh my goodness, and a tip ball there. A great defensive effort by Diego Carrera. He's able to throw it off an Aztec player, and it does go out of bounds. And the call is reversed. After being called Trooper ball, the referee does reverse it to being Aztec ball. Luckily, it wasn't a close game in here, or else we'd probably have some outrage here from the fans. That was an interesting call.
Yeah, it definitely looked like it was out on the Aztecs, but the Aztecs will get back possession.
We'll have some great energy here from the Trooper cheerleaders tonight. Truly the backbone of Trooper spirit. Diego Carrera almost forced another turnover there from the Aztecs. The Aztecs miss another shot. It is rebounded by Manny Baeza, and he's able to kick it out to Ramirez. We do have an injured Aztec down on the floor. I can't see who that is. It is a turnover. It will be Aztec ball, and we do go to an injury break. It seems to be Sanchez on the floor there for the Aztecs.
Yeah, and as they go to break, we're going to take a quick little break here, and we'll be right back with you guys.
Be Trooper ball coming out here. Sanchez did come out for the Aztecs. And they're calling Devin Ramirez for the Troopers out of the game here. It looked like the referee was pointing at the blood he has on his knee from sliding around on the floor, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and he has those leggings on, so they're definitely not going to be able to take that off.
And the lob attempt there by the Troopers from Andrew Reyes to Diego Carrera was a little far from the rim there. It is fought down low over and over again by the Troopers. Manny Baez is with the last shot up. He did get hit in the face, it looked. He definitely felt a little bit of that. He is up and okay, though. Yeah, and a lob attempt, Diego Carrera was able to get that first dunk at the beginning of the game. Maybe feeling it now.
Yeah, I think Diego Carrera wished that was a little more towards the basket so he could get that one. as Jace Molden lays in another one.
Once again, calling him too small. Jace Molden just a force in the paint. Nothing the Aztecs can do about it tonight. And the Aztecs Mendez gets the ball in the wing. He's guarded by Joaquin Gomez. Once again, this trooper in the zone defense. Another tip ball almost turned over by the Aztecs. A shot in the corner by Mendez. And finally a made three. And a full timeout here taken by the Aztecs. Finally a shot made by the Aztecs.
Yeah, they're first of the half there and finally getting out of single digits.
And Mendez finally hitting a three there. You know, they've been trying all night, but they just haven't gotten him to fall. And now the Troopers are bringing in here after the full time taken by the Aztecs. A little over 5 minutes here in the fourth quarter. The Troopers able to get it into Joaquin Gomez, back to the middle to Marcus Bennett. Bennett looking for somewhere to go. Gets over to Reyes. The Troopers have to get it past half court, and Reyes does. Reyes pulling it back out. The Troopers probably trying to just run down the clock here. Reyes being pressured by Hudson, by the Aztecs. He gets over to Jace Molden. Jace Molden almost turns it over, and he does. Velasquez on the turnover. He kicks it over to Mendez, but a great defensive effort by Dale Cadena to get down the floor and tip it out of bounds. Something we haven't seen often here from the Troopers, a turnover. And Nathan Saceta now checking in for Jace Molden.
And the Troopers' sound offense kind of lackluster right there on that possession as they get a turnover there.
Yeah, a great defensive play there by Joaquin Gomez to pick off the pass. And Marcus Bennett on the great pass from Dale Cadena. He's going to finish that layup. 42-11 now. Big lead here for the Troopers going down to the bottom of the fourth. Dale Cadena now on defense on Hudson. Hudson gets it back up to the top. Cadena trying to force another turnover and jump the pass there. Unsuccessful. Velasquez now for the Aztecs. He takes up the mid-range jumper and gets the foul and is going to knock down the shot. An and one play here for the Aztecs. That foul's going to be on number 30, Joaquin Gomez for the Troopers.
Yeah, and the Aztecs finally getting some points on the board. The most points scored by them in any quarter already.
And Ramirez now for the Aztecs to check in. Velasquez now will start his first shot. His free throw shot after the and one foul. And he does miss a shot. It's almost rebounded by Saceta, but he tips it, and it's rebounded by the Aztecs. Mendez takes another deep three, and is missed and rebounded by Dale Cadena. And that's something I thought to see here late in the game, a deep three like that taken by Mendez, who hasn't been that great in shooting tonight.
Yeah, definitely a cool night for Mendez as the Troopers locked down the three there.
A great shot there by Marcus Bennett at the top of the key. Mendez now at the top of the key for the Aztecs. Velasquez now on the wing. He makes his move to the corner. He has to pull it back out and give it up to Mendez at the top. Back over to Velasquez where he takes the three. It is a miss and rebounded by Saceta. Looking for someone to go. He gets it to the middle to Andrew Reyes. Reyes now trying to get it past half court over to Joaquin Gomez. Cadena now on the wing. Getting back out. Down low to Nathan Saceta now on the smaller guard. May try to go to work here. He does. He gets the hook shot and it falls. A great move there by Nathan Saceta to take advantage of his mismatch. The Essex now bringing on the ball. Cadena almost jumps another pass to get another turnover there. Number 15, Adam Primero tries to take up a shot. It is tipped by the Troopers out of bounds. It will be Aztec ball. Edward Avila, Mark Hernandez, and James Moreno now checking into the game for the Troopers. Also number 23, Cesar Lujan for the Aztecs checking in. And the ref will call his own timeout. Some confusion here off of one of the players in the game. The Aztecs seem to have 6 players when they brought in the ball. The Aztecs with the ball now. Hudson at the top of the key. Gets it over to Avame. Trying to get something going. Avame now, top of the key. Gives it over to Lujan. Lujan trying to make a move and he travels. Definitely not a turnover the Aztecs need right now. 47-13 with a little under 3 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Troopers lead big. James Moreno now to bring in the ball for the Troopers. He gets it into Mark Hernandez. Hernandez now splitting the screen. He gets through the press, over to Sauceda. Great pass. And once again, Sauceda dominating force down low. Another example of the great presence the Troopers have had in the paint today. Mendes for the Aztecs now. He shot fakes and gets it back up top to Aiden Avame. Back over to Ramirez now for the Aztecs. The Aztecs trying to break this zone defense by the Troopers. And James Moreno with the block, but it seems he will get called on a foul. And the foul will actually go on Nathan Sauceda for the Troopers. Number 15, Adam Primero, to shoot his free throws now for the Aztecs. Primero makes his first free throw for the Aztecs, 49-14 now. Israel Flores will check in for Joaquin Gomez. Primero shoots his second free throw and he does make it. The inbound from James Moreno here is able to get it into Israel Flores. Back up to James Moreno, where he gets it over to Edward Avila to break the press. Edward Avila with the cross-court pass to Mark Hernandez. Back up top to Israel Flores. The Troopers slowing down now. Israel Flores with the drive. The ball is tipped and he loses it. It's turned over, picked up by Ramirez. Hudson now coming down the court. And he draws another foul down low from Mark Hernandez, the Trooper. The Trooper coaching staff not too happy with that foul late in the game here.
Yeah, you're kind of at the point in the game where you just kind of want to get out of here. You know, you have the big lead. You don't want anything just escalate into anything and not let them have any late game points. And the Troopers just kind of need to play foul-less basketball for these last 2 minutes and 6 seconds.
Definitely, you see the Troopers with a 9 to Aztecs 5 fouls here. The Aztecs almost in the double bonus late in the fourth. And Hudson able to hit both free throws here for the Aztecs. Flores now to bring up the ball for the Troopers. He's able to break the press and get it over to Avila. Hernandez now with a nice drive. He misses the layup. Wanted a foul call there. And another jump ball forced by the Troopers. And I would like to present our Canes player of the game, Jace Molden for the Troopers. Just a phenomenal game back here for him.
Yeah, definitely one of those players that me and you were a fan of coming into tonight. You know, his first game, also his first start of the season. So definitely a great outing tonight by Jace Molden, our Raising Canes player of the game.
And Israel Flores now with the Trooper ball. Slowing it down, trying to run down the rest of this clock. Almost losing the ball again. And he's able to get it down to the middle to Edward Avila. Some bodies fall on the floor. Nothing is called. It is pushed down the court by Mendes for the Aztecs. He's trying to get down low again. He pulls a fadeaway I don't know what to say. He calls a fadeaway mid jumper and misses late in the game. Something the Aztecs don't need. But again, a great defensive play by the Aztecs. They would have forced another turnover. Something they could have used a lot earlier in the game. The Aztecs on a great run here now, late in the game. Which, I mean, I don't know if it really helped them coming down on the late run, but...
Yeah, and the Aztecs just a little too late. These plays that they're making here at the end, are kind of plays you wish they would have made early on.
Definitely. I mean, maybe because the Aztecs still have their starting 5 in, they've been forced to, and the Troopers are part of the 3rd rotation now. So the Trooper coaching staff also not happy with the calls of getting late here in the game. But I mean, like you said, everyone's ready to get out of here and finish this game.
Yeah, we're on hour 5 of basketball tonight at Eastwood High School, so everyone's getting a little cranky tonight and just trying to wrap up tonight.
Definitely. And now the Troopers will bring in the ball after the timeout by the Aztecs late here in the 4th quarter. James Leonard throwing the ball. He tries to get in. Nowhere to go. He gets it in the last second to Mark Hernandez. Hernandez now trying to break the press from the Aztecs. The ball's tipped. Thrown up a couple times. The Aztecs end up with it. Hudson now down low. It's thrown back out to the top to Ramirez who misses the 3-point shot. And Hudson fights hard for the rebound for the Aztecs. He's going to get it out. Back up to Ramirez once again at the top of the key. He gets to the free throw line, pulls the jumper, and misses another shot. Rebound with Mark Hernandez and give it to Israel Flores. Flores once again trying to get down the court. He's going to be the defensive player here. Kind of sitting him with his body, trying to avoid the foul.
Yeah, and you can really see the Trooper coaching staff kind of, I wouldn't say disappointed, but lack of better terms, disappointed on how they haven't been able to just close this game out smooth and simply. The Aztecs kind of throwing in some curveballs here late.
Definitely. I mean, the Aztecs have scored 8 points here in the last 3 minutes of this 4th quarter. Israel Flores now dribbling out the last 10 seconds here of this game. He does draw a foul from number 15, Adam Brumetto from the Aztecs. Mark Hernandez now bringing the ball for the Troopers. 10 seconds left here. 49-16. Troopers lead big.
Yeah, and I believe that's going to be the end of it tonight.
And, like I said, a great game down low for the Troopers. They just seem to be early, firing all cylinders. Definitely something they would like to see early in their season here. Big host for the rest of the year.
Yeah, and the Troopers improved to 1-0 in districts, and the Aztecs fall to 0-1. So definitely a good start here for the Troopers.
Definitely, like I said, a great game from the bigs. Jace Molden, Marcus Bennett, Nathan Salceda down below. And that will conclude the night for boys basketball here in the Trooper Arena. A great win here tonight for the program. I'm sure Coach Peter Morales will be happy tonight. And we hope to see you all here for our next home game.
And for all of us here at Eastwood High School and Eastwood Performance and Athletics, we would like to wish you guys a good night, and we'll see you soon.